How do you do that? I want to give you some practical things as we close here and that I think are going to help you to have the right attitude. So if you want a different outcome, you got to have a different attitude. So how do I have a different attitude? It's not going to happen from wishful thinking. It's not going to happen because you try harder. It's not even going to happen because you listen to a 25-minute message. Well, I listened to that message on Sunday, and man, that Pastor Brad, wow, he just brought it. Man, I was so encouraged of the Lord, and I just went out of there so full of faith, and my shoulders were squared, and thus saith the Lord, and the power of God was upon me. And then I got to my car. A lot of people don't want to do the hard work. I want to see your dream become a reality. I believe in the dream that God's put in you. But you got to understand that you have an enemy, and he's coming full force at you because he wants to see that God-given dream in your life become a reality. So you got to make up your mind today. Am I going to do the hard work? Am I going to do what it takes in order to keep the right attitude, the right mindset? Am I going to fix my thoughts? Here's how you do it, okay? 3 ways, and I'm going to call this frame the day. This is 3 ways to frame the day. This is, by the way, this is out of my own life. This is something I do every day. And you don't have to do it verbatim, but this has worked for me, and I want to pass it along to you because it's been such a help for me. This is how I frame the day every day. Number 1, write this down, have a daily devotion. Have a daily devotion. Wow, man, I got to write that down, preacher. Wow, read the Bible. Haven't heard anybody say that before. That was powerful. Glad I got up, got dressed, got the kids here, and drove all the way across town. Man, did you hear what he said? Have a daily devotion. I have never heard a pastor say that before. Tell you, I'm just that gifted. God immerses me. You got to fill your mind full of God's truth. You got to fill your mind. Listen, you got to let God speak over your life. You don't know how to work out your dream. Like, I just was reading the Proverbs this morning. It said, hey, people make their plans, but God orders their steps. And I'm like, that is so true. That is so true. And I want to follow the steps of God, not my plans. My plans, they are about this small. God's steps are massive. My plans are small. God's steps are massive. And all I want to do is I want to leap with him. At wherever he's going, I'm going. The only way you know how to do that, I'm telling you, is every day to be in the Word. And let it get in you every day. Dr. Henry Cloud, he talked about, he says, it's like this. When you're watching a movie, like I love the Bourne series, Jason Bourne. And Jason Bourne, like in the middle of it, he's got himself in this predicament, and he's in over his head, and it looks like he's going to die, and something bad's going to happen. And then you pause. You ever pause it on Netflix, and then it shows you the different frames? And when you pause it, you can pull back, and you look, and you see where Jason Bourne has been, the craziness of what he's in, but you also see where he's going. That's what a daily devotion will do for you. A daily devotion is to stop, pull back, and let God show you this is where you've been, this is where you are, but hang on, this is where I'm taking you. This is what I have planned for you, and that's how you don't get stuck in that frame. You got to have a daily devotion. Check your inbox today. In your inbox is our daily devotion. Look at social media. You'll see the daily devotion. We've got one, Dream Big is the one for this week, and how God can use that for you. So have a daily devotion. The second thing is this. Have a daily high five. Have a daily high five. Sometimes you got to give yourself a high five because there ain't nobody else to give you a high five, okay? Like right now, just in the house, wherever you are right now, give yourself a high five. Come on, just do it. High five yourself. Yeah, that's just weird, isn't it? That just feels awkward. This is why you won't want to do this, because this is one of the most awkward things you will ever do. Write down the good from your day. Write down the good that God does. We do this thing around our dinner table, what was your high of the day? And I've expanded it now, and I get up every morning, and I write down the 5 good things that happened the day before. My high five from Saturday. Why do I do that? Because I'm about to start my day. So many of you start your day by, you're not even out of bed, and you grab your phone. You're checking your notifications, and you're scrolling social media, and all you're seeing, even before you get out of bed, they got a better life than me. They got better kids than me. Their husband's way more handsome than my husband. Look at the way they're dressed. Wow, look at their vacation. And everybody else has a more amazing life than you've ever had. And even before you get out of bed, you're completely discouraged. I start every day. I have a journal, and I'll share with you. Every day I write down, what are the high five from yesterday? Here's mine from yesterday, okay? From yesterday. Number 1, coffee on the back porch with Laura. Oh, my goodness. Got up in the morning. She came out. We had some hot coffee and just sat there looking. It was beautiful. Number 2, I said, working in the yard and my garden. I was a sweaty mess, dirt, grind on my face, on my knees, in the gloves. All day long, I was out in 95-degree heat, loving every minute of it. It was amazing. Number 3, I said, roasting coffee. Yesterday, I just went on the back porch and I roasted coffee. It was something good that happened in my day. I said, washing my truck and washing Otis, 2 of my favorite things in this world. Number 5, this was so great, the Guatemala video from George, her brother. So last night when we were having dinner together, we saw a video. So your financial contributions have been going directly to help people who are starving right now in Guatemala because of the pandemic. They're not working, they have no money. And 1,700 people right now are starving to death. And last night he put a video up on the Send Me page, and we watched this video, and the first truckload of food was coming in. And he had all the food that they're getting. And this week, listen to this, because of your financial generosity, this week they are taking food to 1,700 people who are going to be eating in the midst of a pandemic. I can tell you, when I wrote things down like that, I was like, man, I've got a good life. Man, good things are happening in my life. I know what's coming up against me, but man, my God is going to bring me through. You've got to get a high five. You've got to get a new mindset. And so I begin my day by writing it down. Then the end of my day, I get on my knees by my bed. Some of you know this is my practice. And I read a psalm, and then I go back and I rehearse my day. I go back through my day, and I find 5 things that were good about my day. I can tell you it's a fight. Because I'll be kneeling by my bedside, and I'll be kneeling by the bed, and I'll just be like, yeah, God, I just thank you for the good thing. And then, man, Otis, when he was shaking, he got me just soaking wet. What was that all about? Man, God, in it. Oh, thank you, God, for helping me pay the bills. The bills. But that one bill, are we ever going to pay that off? God, in Jesus' name, help us to pay that. We're going to have that bill forever. And what happens is your mind immediately goes to the negative. You immediately go to, and that is not a time to bring your request to God. You got to fight against that, and what you have to do is just rehearse. This is what happened. This is the good, and this was good, and this was good, and this was good. Why should you do that? Because you need a good night's rest. Because you need to sleep in peace, because the next day is coming, and you're going to have to chase your dream with energy and strength, and it comes from sleeping. All right, number 3. I'm way into overtime here. But here we go. Number 3. Get around some positive people. Get around some positive people. Some of you need to get on your social media platform, and you need to defriend or hide 10 spies, 10 scouts that have nothing but a bad report all over social media. Here's the thing. It was so funny. Sometimes here's what we'll say. Man, I just been on social media, and I just can't believe what people are saying. That's just crazy. I mean, they're just being so mean-spirited, and they're just being so hateful. Block them. You don't have to hear it. You're acting like you're defenseless. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I don't know how to keep it coming into my life. Shut it off. I did this 2 weeks ago. I deleted the apps off my phone. I didn't delete my accounts, but I said, I'm tired of looking at social media. It's just painting a picture of my life that I don't need right now. I'm deleting it. I'm done with it. For a season, I'm just not going to be on it that much. And I have defriended and I have hidden some of y'all. That's you all. I'm kidding. I have not done that. Some of you are like, did he say that? Because I did post that one bad thing about that thing, and I was just wondering, because I know it's real. I know it's real. You're going to have some positive people that are in your corner that are encouraging you, that are cheering you on. When we were doing the free groceries that we were giving away a couple weeks ago, I was greeting some of the cars as they were coming up, and there was this one mom, she's in a minivan. She's like that typical soccer mom, you know, and she's just in the minivan, and she's got 3 little ones in the back seat, all of them in car seats. And I was like, whoa. I was just making small talk. I was like, man, this is crazy. Are these all yours? And she's like, yes, they are. And I go, man, that is just crazy. She said, yeah, it is. And I go, and then with what's happening with school, man, your life has just got to be just crazy right now. She goes, yes, it is. And she said, and on top of that, I'm a respiratory therapist. I said, what? And she said, yeah, I go in and I work the overnight shift. And I'm on the COVID unit. And so when I come home, I have to strip everything off and shower down. And then I have to, and she just looked at me with this idea of like, and then I got my little ones here. And I said, wow, thank you. I haven't met anybody yet that's, wow, thank you. And so all of a sudden I just felt like God said, get everybody around. Get everybody around. So I had everybody come around her car, and I said, hey guys, this lady right here is every night helping people dealing with COVID. She's walking the floors. Come on, let's thank her. Let's appreciate her. Let's love on her. Let her know we appreciate her. And everybody just went nuts. And this mom just broke. And she started to pull off, and then she stopped because she's weeping so much, and she's like trying to wipe back the tears. That we need to be there for one another. We need to be encouraging one another. We need to be supporting one another. This is why I say don't be alone right now. Like some of you right now, you're online, but you're alone, and you're like, yeah, but I got my family. That's not enough. Man, you need to be in a core group. You need to be in a neighborhood gathering. You need to be in a Zoom gathering. You need to get around people. You got to fight for that, but I'm all zoomed out. So what? Zoom up, people. Come on, get around some people that will encourage you, that will support you. This is why we think it's so important for you right now to get into a core group. Whether that's in person or online, however you do that, you need the support around you. Because if you want a different outcome, you got to have a different attitude.